this true to the reality, and it's just such a good thing, Tyrell. We're going to come back, talk more about the show, your dad, and a lot more.
We all know that the Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 4 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water systems. The revolutionary Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and re-cleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels, and removes harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping, an $87 value, yours free, but only for a limited time. Just call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653 now to order. That's 1-877-886-3653, or order online now at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Did you know that the dollar has lost 10% of its value against other currencies in the last 90 days? Ever think about how inflation will change your life, your savings, your retirement plans? Remember inflation in Zimbabwe, Argentina, the Weimar Republic? Let's put this another way. Who cares if your investments go up 10%, but you lose 40% of your purchasing power? Gold still buys the same amount of stuff it always did. Gold does not require trust in a third party. You can possess it in your hand. You can take it with you. Gold is real money. Gold is honest money. My name is Daniel Larson from Midas Resources. To find out how you can protect your savings and roll over your IRA funds into precious metal accounts, call me at 800-686-2237, extension 134. That's 800-686-2237, extension 134. 800-686-2237, extension 134.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
You have a mortgage and a load of other debt. Wouldn't it be great if it all just went away? No More Mortgage can change your life.
We paid off all of our bills.
All your debt, including your mortgage, in as little as 9 years?
With No More Mortgage, we will have saved over $313,000 in interest payments.
Even have more money left over each month?
It lowered our monthly payments by a little over $500.
No More Mortgage.
Where have they been all of our life?
If you knew about something like that, you'd want to tell everybody.
Whenever I have a friend or someone that needs this service, I give them the number.
I'm Larry Ruff, president of No More Mortgage. This is unlike anything you have ever seen before, and it will absolutely not harm your credit. Call for your free CD. Learn how you can eliminate all your debt, including your mortgage, much sooner than you ever dreamed possible. The more debt you have, the more we can help.
Call for your free CD now, 800-578-6279.
This works. Call the number.
Call now for your free CD, 800-578-6279. 800-578-6279.
Tyrell Ventura, filmmaker, researcher, son of Jesse Ventura, is the guy that woke his father up. We are excited to have him with us today, talking about the final episode of the first season of Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura. The last show premieres tonight, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern on True TV. Getting more into tonight's episode, I mean, as much as you're allowed to tell the public, give people an idea of why they want to tune in tonight, Tyrell.
tonight because, you're going to find out just how the government, could prepare for potential disaster and leave you, above ground. That's kind of where we went with this episode. It was fascinating to dig in and see that, in every emergency situation, and, in all the government, in all their files and where they, in their, the power structure, keeping the power structure in place takes priority to the citizenry. And it's very frightening to think about that. And that's what we get into this episode. And we also, uncover some massive underground facilities and other such places right underneath your nose. And it's a fun episode, watching Jesse go bunker busting.
And we'll leave it at that. Believe me, I think this is one of the strongest episodes. What episode really is your favorite?
Like I said, probably 9/11. And global warming was interesting, too, because I'd never, I always assumed that the global warming was real. And like we say in the show, we're not debating the science of whether it's real or not. We just are debating the ideas that are being presented to help stop this problem. Are they really going to stop the problem, or are they just going to make the wealthy more wealthy and then make people rich?
Yeah, personally, my favorite episode is the global warming because you just destroyed them. You have Ben Santer. Yeah. That made newspaper news that he admitted, the head of the UN program, that they took out 5 scientists who in the report said man is not causing global warming, and the UN knew that 10 years ago. On top of ClimateGate, that is as big as the emails.
Oh, it's fantastic. The timing of that episode and what was going on in the world at that moment it couldn't have been better. It was just one of those great moments in time where you're on top of a story as another facet of the story breaks. And I was very critical at first. Like, global warming, come on, guys, really? And then, as the more research we did, the more I was convinced that, there's definitely something sneaky going on there. And hopefully the more people you get talking about these issues, the more we can try to change it. That's the whole point of doing shows like this, that, get you talking, get you aware of what's going on around you, not just being spoon-fed, everything you see on television.
And when you see those...
I also want to say, I didn't really open my dad's eyes up to the world of conspiracy theory. He definitely did that when he took me to see the movie JFK when I was a little kid. And I was like 10, 11 years old. And so he definitely opened it up to that. I was able to kind of open his eyes up to the 9/11 because, like all of us were kind of shocked and had our head in the sand to a certain degree after that had happened. And at first he was real hesitant to buy in, but then I just kept saying, just watch the loose change. Watch this. It raises enough questions that'll make you think about it. And then that kind of got him rolling on 9/11 and then opened up, really that got him rolling into creating this show to a certain extent because it kind of opened his mind up to other vast, the other conspiracies out there beyond just JFK.
Well, sure, Tyrell, but, talking to your dad the last time he was down here in Austin with me for a few days, he said he knew about JFK, he knew about some of the things, but that you had brought him so many books and evidence and material, and then I'd given him material, and then all of that, that he went down to Mexico and spent months and months reading and watching it all and doing research, and then he really had this awakening, to a higher level of information. And then you guys had just gotten back from HARP in Alaska when I hooked up with you guys at the hotel there in L.A., and I was talking to your dad, and he said, Alex, my head's spinning. When I lay down at night, it's literally spinning and opening up, and that's the same process that all of us go through, even when we think we know what's going on, even when we think we're aware of the New World Order and the shadow government, it just gets more and more crazy, and this microcosm of the underground bases, how there's this giant archipelago of underground bases and continuity of government facilities that are even on record to exist. Imagine what we don't know exists, and the general public has no idea all this is going on beneath them.
I know, and they have no idea that most of their taxpayers is paying for all of it. Most of their tax money is paying for all of it. You want to know what you're buying and they're taking your money to do all this and to run these regimes and to do this. Not to mention, the selling of drugs, not to mention the CIA selling of drugs on the cities, on the inner city streets and all of that. They're totally abusing you. It's no different than when the, feudal lords were abusing the serfs, back in the, 1300s.
Stay there, Tyrell.
We're on the march.